I wanted to buy a house, but I couldn't afford it. So I come up with this crazy idea. I lived in Croydon at the time, and I come up with this crazy idea, and I went and proposed to my dad because I didn't have all the money for it. I was like, Dad, I want to live on a boat. To which he told me I was mental. He was like, you can't live on a boat, Jay, it's just not a viable option. I said, it is, Dad. And I made my dad travel with me. I'd got this car on finance, this massive Dodge Nitro truck, which was not sustainable at all. And I remember having £40 to my name at this point, and it just gave me enough petrol to take me to the showroom in Derby, from London to Derby, to show my dad. And my dad walked onto one of these boats and he was like, oh wow. And then we left this boatyard, and I, with the most expensive boat that he could possibly buy. So, and that's how I ended up with the boat.
Got a little, also trying to organise.
That's really cool.
Not working. I was like, write down everything you've got to do, and he's like, doing big shit always. No, you're not. Storage room when she's not here, so like, but we've got like a
Oh, look at that picture of him. That's cute.
He's so cute, right? His friend did that really quickly.
Her bed is so cute and so small.
It's tiny, right? She's such a little bit, and she looks tiny in it, and I'm like, you're so small. The house is about as big as Summer's room.
Yeah.
The last place, and the place before was massive, and then I moved into this tiny little pokey space, but I was just like, I need a big mirror, like I need space to see. Love her. Bathroom! Bathroom's massive. Jay did himself proud. This is all him.
Wow.
No role in this space.
Oh my gosh. This is sick. This scene, again, doesn't feel like you're on a boat.
Be nice, dirty rag. Gross.
Showing the real side of the boat. Wow.
They built the tiles, they put them in the bathroom. Like when I met him, he was just finishing his bathroom. And I was like, what, you're building it all yourself? And he's like, yeah.
I'm sure he's a terrible teacher.
He's the worst.
Wow, it feels huge in here.
I wish we could open the front so that we could like feel. We can stop flying over. Like we're gonna put a little seating area outside the front. And it's just like cozy, man. It's just really, really cozy.
It must be cozy, especially with this fire in the winter.
The roast chestnuts on it. It gets freezing though. It'll be nice, I think, because where the generator is, we're going to put a fire, and that'll be like sick because then it'll heat the boat from both sides, and we can like cook more barbecue stuff in the kitchen.
I just knew I had to do it really cheap because I had no money. So I rang up my mate who I tattoo, who owns a scaffold yard, and I was like, I need some scaffold boards. He was like, I've got some really rotten old ones you can have. And you can see them here. So I then rang up my mate who owns a woodwork company and bought a sander, and I spent, well, he dropped 200 scaffold boards to the side of the river.
Wow. So
this whole room was like, where this island is, this island wasn't here, none of this was built here, this just comes as a straight through shell. So I built the whole thing out of scaffold boards that cost me nothing. He was going to burn them. So I sanded all these scaffold boards down for weeks and weeks. And we built like this wall here. And we've literally, so we built the whole boat out of scaffold boards. All the walls are built out of scaffold boards. Well, behind the walls was built out of CLS, which is the cheapest one I could afford. And then we've now taken down what we built at first, and we're rebuilding it again, but we're reusing all the scaffold boards, because now I realise how they're like blocking all shit. You can't get hold of sustainable scaffold boards, everyone wants them in London. Yeah. Whereas I just thought, oh, this is great, Mummy's got a load of free scaffold boards, I'll do the walls in scaffold boards, but now I can't get any more, because he hasn't got the scaffolding firm anymore. So that's how I built the boat. So we built it all out of sustainable scaffold boards, I suppose. So we're going to be thrown away and burnt.
So they trialled recycling on the boats in November when we were in King's Cross, and they gave us trash bags and they gave us recycling bags, little green ones, and they asked us to put it out on the Monday at a certain time, which we did. and we haven't heard anything back since, but I think it went quite well because I know all the neighbouring boats are really into it. Basically because there's no infrastructure for us in regards to like trash collection. This is a trash barge actually, conveniently enough. So you have these and you can dump your stuff on it, or what a lot of people do, because you can't store that much trash on your boat before you pass one of these, is you'll take it to like public bins and public recycling bins, which can be really, really far to walk. So if they did manage to kind of implement something where they would pick up the trash for us and pick up the recycling, most importantly, because that's the hardest thing to find, I think it would make a massive difference. But most people on boats, I think, are super conscious about stuff like that, because you literally have nowhere to just leave your trash outside and forget about it. So you're hyper aware of all this stuff that you're like not using and all this waste that you're accumulating, and it means something different, I think, when you don't have someone automatically just pick it up and dispose of it for you.
This structure here was built from old scaffold tubes that were donated by my mate who owns Move Hackney. He literally just started renting his new gym, and he was like, we put a status up, Phoebe put a status up for us and was like, has anyone got any scaffold tubes? And he was like, yeah, we've got some. So I went and picked them up, and then I washed them all, cleaned them all, and built this swing, which pretty cool, to be fair.
It's really cool.
Look, I like it, and it's built out of scaffold board, so the seat is made from a scaffold board. But the only problem is, where I do vlogging, I notice that you guys are going to be able to hear this hemp rope creaking. I wouldn't buy the plastic one. The plastic rope, so I bought hemp rope, but makes a horrible creaking sound in the video, which I'm so sorry for, guys. My electricity, so the boat runs off of a fixed charge relay, which means I have to switch my engine on to get any electricity. We're really lucky, where this was a brand new boat. All of the lights are LED, so they don't use much electricity, but to get 12 volts, so to charge like laptops, we spend our whole life on our laptops. So yeah, so to get electricity we either run off a generator, which I try and avoid using. I don't want to use petrol. we use red diesel in the boat, which is like agricultural use. So, and it's better for the environment. I think diesel's a bit better for the environment, but I think you'll be on split things with that. Like, it uses less diesel to get power to the boat than it uses petrol. That chews through petrol. So I think it's one of them arguments. Like I like to use the boat to charge the batteries, and then yeah, that's pretty much how I get that. Water, mate, I make sure I switch a tap off. If I switch a tap on, I make it like I have a shower. I get in, I switch it on when I'm underneath the shower head, whatever temperature it is. I get wet, I switch it off. I get out of the shower part where I wash myself with soap, and I get back under it and switch it on. I have never had a hot shower on this boat. There is actually a bath on here, but when I first met Phoebe, I was like, should we have a bath together? She'd probably kill me for saying this actually. I was like, should we have a bath?
You have permission.
So I was like, should we have a bath together? I set it up all romantically, yeah, and there's only about this much hot water in it. And I put the biggest L-shaped bath in here. It's the most expensive shower tray I could have.
But like when the depth right just covers like the butt cheek, like each butt cheek just had like a little surrounding of water that much on the bottom. I was like, bruv, this ain't romantic.
Just everything just
cool.
sitting there. So now we don't do that. So I use the bathroom on the boat a lot. Phoebe uses the gym, I think, more than she uses the bathroom here, just because it's not very pleasant having a freezing cold shower every day, but.
No, I can imagine.
I don't know how much water. The boat tank holds 1,000 litres, and we use that about every 3 weeks.
That's not bad.
1,000, but we use that for everything. That's for washing up, brushing our teeth, showering. You're not stuck. So the moving it's the pain in the ass, but it's also if you fall out with someone like your neighbour or something, you just move your boat. Like you'd get a new neighbour.
That is true.
Like it's just an easy way of living, like, and it's really off grid. Like I'm not relying on energy. The worst thing actually, I changed my mind, not having Wi-Fi on the boat. Like where I've started the daily vlog, now I'm off to coffee shops, and normally sometimes I don't finish editing till late at night, so I miss days. The only thing that I struggle with personally is actually separating our recycling up, which Phoebe has written some nice notes for me there. If I don't separate it up right, but if it wasn't for me taking it to the recycling, it wouldn't get recycled. Phoebe separates it really well, and then, because I hate having the recycling on the boat.
It would get recycled, I just know that I have another option, which is letting you take it.
Yeah, you should do like whole like boat tours and stuff. It'd be like living on my boat doing my tattoos.
I should do that. Do you know what it is? I'm the secret tattooist. I keep it on the wrap so you can follow me, but don't tell everyone.
If I fall in, you covered it up.
I'll get you. I'll get Jaie to get you like that pigeon.
Oh dear, I'm just gonna go up like this.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not gonna go up.
Yeah, you can. That's it. Do you want a leg up?
I'm such a
Come on, you got this.
Yeah, Emmy.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in